Good morning. I just wanted to drop by and say hello. How are you? Frankie, where are you going? I don't know where he's going. He's been pretty good lately. He goes in spells, but I think it has to do with the amount of times the neighbors let their dogs out. They have a breeding kennel just, oh, I would say, like, if you lived in town, about like 5 houses over, catty cornered. It had been raining so much they weren't letting them out as often, and my dogs don't go out in the rain much. So I haven't been wanting to return him to the pound, the shelter, as much lately. My allergies are still the same. As soon as I put on makeup, I start coughing and sneezing. What else can I tell you? Well, I just wanted to say hello if anyone's out there. Hope you're doing okay. I know that politics is really weird right now, and the only thing we can do is take care of ourselves. Politics has been really weird for a long time, and the more I look into it, the more I don't like it. There's always someone behind the next curtain, and the motives and the people that we don't even hear their name on the news. These people with big money and the news people, instead of educating us, just keep telling the same stories over and over and over again. That it's not news. It's not news. So I think that when we realize how hyped up and anxious and there we go, just, oh gosh, just how fear-driven, frustration-driven. There's only, like, certain channels only gives certain news, and other channels give other news. And they say they're unbiased, but they're not. They're not unbiased. Now, see, when I was a kid, I went through this phase where, because I like to look into anything, I was such a, I wanted to know the answers to everything. And so I would have loved to have been a reporter. Now, I wouldn't have made it very far in the last 10 years because I'm listening to sounds outside. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, because I can't act like I don't know something if I know something, and I can't act like I've researched something if I'm just reading somebody else's stuff off the paper. And I can't give a spin, an emotional spin on something like they do on the news, unless I truly believe it. And because of my personality type, I need to see the facts. Well, I learned in school, and I had the ethical foundation that if you're going to gossip about somebody, you better have the truth, and it needs to be delivered in a way that's informative and not sound like gossip. I actually took a journalism class in, oh gosh, Frankie! Oh, he didn't look excited to be coming home. Come here, baby. What's that boy doing? Hi. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Where, you been rolling? Yeah. I keep a jar full of goodies by the bed, so he always gets a little treat, 2 little pieces just before bed. And what I do is I break up pieces into little chunks. Oh, yeah. He snatched that too fast. Sorry. Come on. Jump. Frankie. Good boy. Did you think you were going to get another treat? Oh, I got my shorts on, or my skirt shorts. Sorry about that. How about that? Hi. Say hi, Frankie. You're such a handsome young man. All right, makeup. Oh my goodness. Let's get a little makeup on. That's all I want to do. Do you know any good news? I guess the Easter Bunny's coming today. Yeah. Very fun. Oh, the weather has been so beautiful the last 48 hours. And so I have been out in the yard. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go get a couple little tomato plants. And instead of putting them in the garden, we're going to just take the boards off of it and let that dirt fall into the ground. And I'm going to do the plants in pots. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on a sec. Make it easy on myself. I don't have to. Oh, so I need to buy some dirt. I'm making my Lowe's list. That's what I live closest to. Oop. Dirt for pots and more dirt for around the trees. Yes. Okay, so I want to let everybody know that if you're watching this channel, it's probably because you're Snoopy and just wonder what's Miss April up to, or you can relate to me a little bit. So I'm gonna, and I talk a lot about what it's like to live with trauma and anxiety, depression, and not feel like you're broken. There are a lot of people who just, part of those things is usually some level of isolation. And even, oh, my nose is itching so bad, sorry. Even if you don't isolate physically, there's an emotional isolation that happens. So that and certain personality types have that too. If you do the Myers-Briggs, the E's and the I's usually know exactly what I'm talking about. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him. There's a lot going on out in the yard. Getting rid of some of the bricks off of a a burn structure that we had for leaves, moving it across the yard and using less bricks. So I hear a tractor trailer out there, or the four-wheeler, something. Oh, this is getting low or drying up. That's too bad. Anyway, so it's a holiday and you may be feeling a little lonely. Just remember that you're not alone, and there are some things you can do. Like, I think I told you not too long ago, that I decided to start saying yes. I saw it on a Hallmark channel. So anyway, I decided to go to karaoke with the ladies. And there weren't very many people there. I mean, there might have been 20 people in there all night long. But I can tell you this, it was fun. It was really fun. I hadn't had that good of a time in a very long time. And at my age, and mental health, I needed that. I really needed that. So I'm so grateful I was invited. So and had I known what fun it was to just watch, I would have gone a long time ago. I would have gone a long time ago. But I just always made fun of karaoke. That's all. Nothing else. Just made fun of it. And now one of the ladies from the group, she's moving closer to some friends and relatives up in Virginia. She's tired of living in a blue state. That's too bad. I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her. It's too bad. That's why you have to have more than one friend. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to be alone if they move. And then you're sad and depressed and alone again. Not every friend has to be a best friend. Not every friend has to have everything in common. Have one friend for, yard appreciation, outdoors, one that appreciates shopping, and try not to expect more from that person. Otherwise, the friendship gets too much for y'all. For you, for them. So just take it easy. Hang in there. And I want to say a shout out to a couple people I've been getting emails from. I don't know. I guess maybe I shouldn't say names because maybe it's embarrassing. I don't know. But I just want you to know that I'm so grateful for you keeping in touch. I've never been great at keeping in touch. It's one of those things that I just don't do very well. And I want to apologize for that. But I am sending you a hug. Love you. And see you next time. Bye for now.